Every night at precisely 11:37 p.m., a man would turn off his television. Every night at precisely 11:38 p.m., he would hear voices in the static. They sounded like whispers, but what did they say? Couldn't make it out. One night, as the voices grew louder, a figure began to emerge from the static. He watched in amazement as a woman stepped out of the TV and into his living room. "Who are you?" he asked. But she didn't answer. She just kept walking. He followed her into the kitchen, and she stopped. She turned around and looked at him. Her eyes were red, like she hadn't slept in days. "Who are you?" he asked again, but she still didn't answer. He walked closer to her, and she backed away, her hand reaching out like she was trying to grab something. "What do you want?" he asked, but she only shook her head. Then she did something that made his blood run cold. She reached inside the television and pulled out a knife. It was long and sharp, and it glistened in the light. "Stay away from me," he said, taking a step back. But then she did something that made his blood run even colder. She smiled. It was a wide, toothy grin that showed way too much saliva. "I want you to watch me," she said, her voice raspy and low. "I want you to watch me while I die." And with that, she plunged the knife into her chest. The man screamed and tried to help her, but it was too late. She was already gone. But then something strange happened. The woman's body began to dissolve. It was literally melting away into a pool of black goo. The man watched in horror as she disappeared before his very eyes. When he finally got a good look at the television, he saw that the static had returned. But now there was something different about it. There was a face in the static. It was the same woman who had just died. She was smiling at him, her teeth bared in a silent scream. The next night, the man tried to ignore the television, tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. Every time he closed his eyes, he saw the woman's face in the static. He got up and turned on the TV to drown out the whispers, but that just made things worse. The woman was now on the screen, and she was getting closer. She was reaching out to him, her fingers like claws. Tried to scream, but no sound came out. Tried to get away, but it was too late. The woman was in his living room again, and this time she wasn't alone. With her were hundreds, maybe thousands of other women, all of them reaching out to him, all of them whispering his name. And so it goes. Every night at 11:37, the man turns off his TV. And every night at 11:38, the whispers begin.